Hello, I'm Colleen Burton Allen. Today I'm here with HISD Board Trustee District 4 candidate Paula Harris. Paula, thank you so much for joining us today and talking about your campaign. What is the focus of your campaign?
The focus of my campaign is bringing educational excellence back to HISD and especially District 4. I'm a proud product of Houston Independent School District. I attended James Law Elementary, and when I was a student in elementary, we had very high standards when I was a part of HISD. Our teachers demanded the highest, our principals, and I just remember that experience. So my main focus is bringing that back. You know, as we talk to different charter schools or private schools, you hear kids say, oh, when I'm in high school, we take regular trips now, or in middle school. Back at James H. Law Elementary, we went to Washington, D.C. with a group. You know, these activities were part of the process, part of the excellence, part of the entire child, and we have to bring that back. Academically, we can go back to where we were, which was a much, much higher standard. Also, the full student, the leadership, the respect, the etiquette. All of these are memories I had learning, growing inside the school district, and it's time to bring that back. It's time to bring educational excellence back. One story I like to tell, a group of us, 50 elementary school students, went to Washington, D.C., and Miss Monmouth, she says, we saw the Capitol and we saw the White House and we were at the Lincoln Memorial and we were at the Washington Memorial and we went down to Virginia. It was a long line, end of the day, hot, hot, hot. And she said, students, we're not going to stand in this line and we're not going to go into Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's house. But here's the house, and over here is where all the slaves were. You will not be a slave to anyone or anything. Now let's get on the bus. I mean, it's that kind of thing that stays with me for life, that we have to make sure we're teaching the whole child. We're exposing them. We're letting them see things outside of their community. And at the same time, we're educating them so that when they leave Houston Independent School District, they're ready to compete, because the focus was on educational excellence.
Tell me some of the benefits of the class program that I understand that you're implementing.
We are initiating a class program, and it's civic leadership and student success, where I'm going to take high school juniors and seniors on I call it a Leadership Houston experience, meaning they're going to daily for 5 weeks have field trips into the city of Houston, understanding the leadership. They'll visit the partnership, they'll visit City Hall, Commissioner's Court, the Port of Houston, local businesses. They'll understand the economics of Houston, and different investment bankers are participating. They'll visit Smith Barney and they'll visit various banks and institutions. They'll also understand educational Houston, higher educational Houston, because we're going to visit 5 college campuses. So these kids are going to experience Houston from a leadership Houston type of stance, where they see how is Houston economically, what are the educational options in Houston, what is the financing of the city, meet the city leaders, interact with the city leaders. This same group will also work on the campaign. So they'll have opportunities to block walk and make phone calls and understand the civic responsibilities of working inside a campaign for change. So it's going to be an excellent program. We have applications out there now. It's going to start middle of July and run till middle of August. So we want them to have a great time, to learn a lot, and once again focus on excellence, educating the whole child, exposing them to people that look like them and who came through Sunnyside like myself, or came through South Houston and have become successful and are trying to make a difference not only in their lives but an impact in the whole city.
How many students, and is there a grade level for participation?
It's going to be juniors and seniors. We're going to start with a dozen for our first Leadership Houston class group, and applications are due July 6th. They can be found on my website.
District 4 has faced some challenges. What is your plan of actions?
Colleen, I am a problem solver. Challenges are something that I look forward to changing. And in District 6, one of the things that really upsets me is our lack of quality magnet vanguard, gifted and talented classrooms and programs. Growing up in South Houston, I was there when Jones Vanguard was the place to be. People came from all around Houston and the suburbs to attend Jones High School in South Houston. And that's what it has to get back to. We need strong science magnet programs, strong Vanguard, strong fine arts program. We need programs that not only will get other people over to our side, to our communities for schools, but that will keep the children that live in our community in our community schools. I was a product of Johnston Middle School, the first M-to-M, minority to majority transfer students, and I remember not being able to be a cheerleader or play in the band because I had to catch the bus and I had to get back to my side of town. Well, it's time out for that. It's been too many years that our kids have had to go across town to get a better education. And so the main challenge is getting our students and our community back in our schools and providing them with a better education, just like Jones used to do, than they can find, or the best that they can find in the entire city. So putting these strong programs, strong gifted and talented classes, which is going to take strong teachers and strong leaderships and strong partnerships.
How will your experience personally and professionally impact the children of District 4?
Because I have been a partner with the entire Houston Independent School District, along with Fort Bend and Aldine also, I know what it's going to take to bring good partnerships in. And that's one of our challenges, quite frankly. We don't have enough good partnerships to be able to show them value in partnering with our schools. So that is one of the things I bring to the table, is my business sense. We're talking about a $1.5 billion budget with all types of new bills being passed through the legislature that says more money, more financing, more grants for this program or after school in science. And I'm the type of business person that will follow that bill from when it's passed till it gets into schools in District 4. I'm the type of person that is going to negotiate to make sure that our children are getting the same resources, the same teachers, the same programs that there are anywhere else in the state. A good business person is what any board needs. We need to keep our great educators in our schools, and we need a good business person representing us on the board that can negotiate, that can work for our children, and make sure that we are getting the best for our children.
And what about personally?
Personally, I have a huge investment in HISD. I have one daughter, Madison Cerelia Harris, and she is an HISD student. It's to the point, Colleen, I had her in private school, and I said, instead of investing this money into private schools, I'm going to invest the time, energy, money into our public school system. Like I said, I'm a product of public schools, and I know being able to walk around the corner, go to class, and build that community is what makes me who I am today. And I want her to feel a part of the Third Ward community, of the District 4 community, of the HISD community, and get that same experience, because I know we have put out a good product before, and we will do it again. So that is my largest investment, is my 6-year-old daughter is being educated in this district. And so I know it must change, because she can only have the best.
No regrets?
No regrets.
Thank you, Paula, so much for joining us today and explaining your views and your plan of action for District 4. I know that you encourage voters to come out and vote in November and support District 4 and your race, of course.
Thank you, Colleen. And especially thanks to the community that raised me, the community that is supporting me, and the community that I will be proud to bring excellence back to. Thank you.
Ooh.